Okay, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Muscle Model Cars on YouTube. Just giving you the finished look of the USS Arizona. What I've had been working on for the past month, basically, off and on, while I was doing the B-25 Mitchell bomber for the. It says U.S. Army on the stickers, but it's basically an airplane bomber that was used back in the 40s. But the reason why this one took so long, as I told you before, it took quite a bit of time to kind of add some of the things that I wanted to have on here, like a simulation of a rope or that would be coming from the mast all the way down to the bow, and then from this back mast all the way down to the stern of the ship. I added the only few things I had to add on here was the I want to say the rudder, some more ladders that's on the deck itself, going leading up to the airplanes, the steps that would have been going up to the airplanes. You'll see them on the side right there. And then there's some going up to the second deck up here, the gold looking deck right here, right there. There's a ladder going up that way. And I added for the mask, I put other strings, and I wanted to show them to you with the threads hanging here. I just took a regular spool of thread. It didn't come with it. Twisted them around to make like a mass of ropes that would be coming down from the mast, hanging ladders. You see all the little square pieces up here coming down the mast off the sides over here. That indicates basically where the flags would have been flown and everything. So we're going to call this complete. My rendition of the USS Arizona. Um, it was sank at Pearl Harbor in 1941, decommissioned, and it had a good run though from World War One. I think like somewhere back in 1919, 1911, I think it might have been first put into the First World War. It was commissioned. It had been retrofitted with the guns, the turrets, and all of that, and the aircraft, you know, capability of landing while it was at sea. Um, it was also used for training purposes. At that point, it was decommissioned, but it was in a, sometimes used for escort of presidents from Europe back to the United States, accompanied by other battleships back in the early 20th century. And it had a lot of different functions in its commissioned days. Rarely did it go out to sea alone. It was a battleship, so it was escorted by other battleships accompanying it while it was at sea. So this is the finished look. I'm going to put it up as a memorial of that war and of this specific ship, and dedicate it to my brother, my grandson, who my brother's retired from the U.S. Navy, and I have a grandson in the Navy right now, praying that he stays safe and that the war is over soon for all of us who have family members and friends in the military. This Iran war hopefully will come to an end real soon. No one else comes home to be buried. Okay. Um, Other than that, I'm gonna just put this guy up. I added the flags here, here on the mask, here on the mask, here, a different type of flag from a different country, and then I put a mask up here on the bow and area, and then I was gonna put one here, but I ran out. And these flags were provided, but no type of mask, stringing, or anything. I had to it, it really, I didn't have to do this, but I just wanted to look more realistic and everything. So this is the final look. I added the propellers and the rudder to the back side of it right here. You know, kind of give you an idea what it would have looked like, and with the mask, with the flags flying on the mask, the stringing and everything. I kind of wanted to give you guys a kind of a look at the flags hanging, and it was fun doing it. It was tedious, time consuming, um, and you can. I want to show you the strings that I had to connect to uh, the stern of the ship, the pole, and everything. Um, as you can see, and you have to wait for things to dry before it'll, you know, or else it'll keep falling on you. So before you attach the strings right here, all of this here, stringing from the mask here all the way down to the mask to the pole that's here, and then you got another two ropes coming down from the tower down to the bow here. And then you got one going from the observation tower all the way over to from the observation tower over to the other tower that's here. And then I added some flags leading up to the not flags but ladders on the side over here, leading up to the ships, airplanes, access to make it more realistic looking. And then that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry it took so long, but I've been doing a lot of other things. The propellers I added to it back here on the rudder and everything. And now it just goes to the its final resting place, pretty much. But this time it won't be at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean or anything. It'll be at the mantle that I have set up for it, and then I'm going to put the airplane when I'm done with that. Okay. So the next time you see me, it'll be the mantle. I mean, the not the mantle. The next time you see it, it'll be the aircraft. I'm going to show you how far I've gotten with that, with the B-25 Mitchell, a B-25 bomber. Okay, and that was used in the 40s too. And I'll put more information on that. But this is it. Final look. Um, Time consuming, but you know, if you like doing it, stuff, taking your time, having some type of dedication to somebody or whatever. It may be off to war, and it keeps me in remembrance of what my grandson and everybody is doing right now to maintain peace in America. And that'll be it. And we'll keep moving on. And after the airplane, we'll head back to the muscle model cars. But I felt a desire to do this for my family members. Okay. All right. So thank you for joining me on this one. And I'm going to do another episode with, showing you how far I've gotten on the B-25 Mitchell bomber on the next one up. Okay. All right. So thank you and for joining me, and we'll see you soon. Okay. All right.